I'm going to talk about Zoom's alliance with AWS for cloud services. As we all know, Zoom serves the online meeting market. For context, Zoom has multiple cloud providers. In 2011, the company signed a multi-year deal with AWS for cloud services. It was non-exclusive, so Zoom always had ties with other cloud providers such as Microsoft Azure first and then Oracle Cloud. Since then, AWS ran the majority of the company's cloud-related workload, and the other providers ran smaller portions of traffic. It is worth to highlight the explosive growth Zoom experienced in the past year. In December 2019, pre-pandemic, there were 10 million Zoom meeting participants per day, while in April 2020, due to the pandemic, there were 300 million Zoom meeting participants per day. This was an overnight increase. So, what are the possible reasons for this alliance? This is a strategic alliance because Zoom leverages AWS cloud infrastructure and security and customer service, and AWS leverages Zoom's reputation on the online meetings market. Also, as executives from both companies announced, they will develop joint R&D with focus on virtual and secure collaboration and customer experience. And of course, the nature of this alliance is a long-term contract with a proven track of efficient collaboration between the companies based on 10 years of working together, and also AWS quick response to and major scalability of Zoom business needs during its growth. Besides, the deal allows Zoom to start its own cloud infrastructure if it planned to do so. In December 2020, Zoom signed a multi-year preferred cloud provider deal with AWS, which elevated AWS cloud provider status but still didn't give AWS exclusivity. Why didn't Zoom look for other companies in the market? Microsoft and Google are number 2 and 3 in providing cloud services, but they also have products which directly compete with Zoom. Those are Microsoft Teams and Google Hangouts. Meanwhile, Amazon Chime has only 0.01% of the online meeting market share, and Oracle focuses on B2B, not final users. We can argue Zoom aims to avoid its biggest direct competitors as cloud providers for retaining control of its innovations. Why didn't Zoom do internal development? Because developing cloud infrastructure takes large investments of time and money. It also requires skilled talent. Zoom's growth during pandemic couldn't have waited on internal developments. Finally, why didn't Zoom base its strategy on M&A? Amazon is a giant. Even if Zoom had the money to acquire Amazon, it wouldn't make sense to buy most of Amazon's assets because Zoom's core product is based on a very specific software, not cloud infrastructure or other tools. My final assessment of this alliance is that it is a good decision given the contract conditions, the global change towards remote collaboration, and proven success. High demand can surpass cloud providers' capacity. It is cautious of Zoom to have more than one cloud provider. Non-exclusivity maintains competitions between suppliers, reduces supplier bargaining power, and allows Zoom to develop in-house cloud capabilities if the company decides to do so. For example, when demand stabilizes in less uncertain times. And finally, Zoom couldn't have supported 2020's level of growth without this special partnership, and its growth continues. Zoom needed to keep this alliance with its main cloud provider for several more years. Thank you for listening. You can find here the sources I used.